Hey everyone, it's your girl Amelia Plays, and for this video, I'll be doing another type video essay again, because after today's Sonic Central, it got me thinking about Sonic's upward trajectory and the mid 2010s to now, and I kind of just want to talk about how far the series has come, not only as a franchise, but a brand since 2015. So I'm gonna talk about 2015 because that was the year after Sonic Boom came out. I would say 2014 was a big year for the Sonic series. We had 2 games coming out, you know, of the spin-off Sonic Boom. We had one on the Wii U, we had one on the 3DS, and then we have the show come out. And the show was moderately successful, it became this huge thing. And right now it's this beloved classic that came out almost a decade ago, which is wild because I remember I saw the first episode at 6 a.m. and I remember being I was 11 when it came out and now I'm 21, so it's so wild for me to talk about. But anyways, so yeah, 2014 was this big year. The reception of Boom, it was not good. It was actually probably the worst selling Sonic game of all time, and it only sold at around 600,000 copies. So yeah, in 2015, we did not get a new mainline game. I believe in 2015, all we got was Sonic Runners, and that's about it. Now, I do remember being in the fandom back in 2015, and even though it was 9 years ago, I kind of remember what was going on, but all I really remember was in 2015, the only I guess massive Sonic thing we got was Sonic Runners. And I mean, Sonic Runners was a great game. Great game. I kind of wish it was still a thing, but that's why we got Runners Revival. So yeah, I mean, Sonic Runners, it was a welcome addition, even though it was a mobile game. It was still very fun though. It was your first 2D Sonic Runners game, and it was really, really fun. So yeah, we got Sonic Runners back in 2015. 2016. Now 2016 was, as you know, Sonic's 25th anniversary. We got announcements. Did we get any games? The only game we got was Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice. And lots of people were disappointed by that because literally nobody asked for another Boom game. So in 2016, that's where I stopped following the series. Literally after Fire and Ice got announced, I'm okay, I'm done with the series. And it's such a shame because I was only a fan for 2 years when Boom came out. And I kind of gave up on it so quickly. And I honestly feel kind of bad about that, but you know, that's just how I felt. So yeah, 2016, Fire and Ice came out, and then I think the announcements of Sonic Mania and Project Sonic 2017 also came out. Speaking of 2017, that was the next big year for Sonic, where we got Sonic Mania and we got Sonic Forces. Now, as you know, one of those games was critically acclaimed, and the other, not so much. So, Sonic Mania was an absolute big hit for the franchise because it was known as the best Sonic game in a super long time, and it got a sequel as well. So, and then Sonic Forces was known as this huge disappointment. Forces is still one of the most talked about and divisive games still to this day. Now I played Forces 4 years after it came out. I got it in 2020. It was on sale on Steam. I think it was $7, and I thought it was okay. You know, I think the game gets like a lot of hate because of like the advertising, and they like kind of advertised it to be this like huge thing with like, you know, all the rivals coming back, like Shadow, Metal Sonic, Chaos, Zavik, and it just ended up being like really underwhelming, which like I get, but I actually found some of the gameplay kind of fun. Like, I don't think Forces is the worst game ever. Like, if I were to describe it, I would describe it as like painfully mediocre, and I think like a lot of people share that sentiment as well. So yeah, 2017 we got Mania and Forces. 2018 we got Mania Plus. I think that's pretty much it for like 2018. Yeah, Mania Plus, which I mean, it did add some new content. Like, I forget what the mode is called. Like, it added another mode, and then it added also like Mighty and Ray, which was like really cool to see them back because we hadn't seen them in like a very long time. So yeah, 2019 we got Team Sonic Racing, and I actually did see the trailer for that, and I found it to be really cool. And the fact that like Pressure 40 was coming back was like really cool because we hadn't heard from like Pressure 40 since like generations, you know. But Team Sonic Racing wasn't really successful either. I've only played the game like once. I don't own the game. It's actually one of the few Sonic games I do not own. So yeah, I remember people being like upset about like the character roster because some like pretty major characters were missing and replaced, like Cream and Big. Wait, no, Big was in the game. Yeah, Big was in the game. I mean, Cream. Yeah, Cream was missing. Espio and Charmy were missing. You know, if they wanted to like do a team thing, you would think they would put the freaking Chaotix in there, because you know, it was an original team from Heroes, but no. Vector is on a team with Silver and Blaze, and that literally does not make sense. Like, since when have these three ever interacted? Now, Silver and Blaze, I get, you know, they're like known commonly to like together, you know, they're paired with one another a lot, but Vector, no. It was just really weird. I mean, the game is fun, like, there's really nothing wrong with it, it's just like nobody really plays it, you know? So yeah. And that was also another underwhelming title. Like I said, not a lot was like happening in 2019. Oh yeah, the first Sonic movie trailer came out that year. Oh my god. I'm gonna tell you. I remember when I saw the trailer for the first time. I can exactly tell you where I was and what I was doing. Okay, so I was in my junior year of high school. I was having lunch, and I think one of my friends was like, "Have you seen the Sonic movie trailer?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "You've got to see it." And I'm like, "Oh no." So I watched the trailer, and well, we all know how that turned out. Needless to say, I was shocked. I was appalled. Like, what did they do to my boy? You know? Like, oh my god, it was just embarrassing seeing that as like a former fan. I was like, what have they done to him? So basically, I had like no hope for the movie after that. And then, you know, like the trailer broke the internet. People got really mad, rightfully so, because the design was terrible, and everybody kind of like bullied the like team to like make a better design, because, you know, like, if they hadn't, then like it was just known to be like a meme, and the movie probably wouldn't have been good. So they changed it, and well, it was possibly the best decision they could ever make, because the movie did so well. So well. It was supposed to release in 2019, but then they delayed it to February of 2020. And it's good that they did. You know, better to delay it than like release it early. Sonic 06. But yeah, it released. I think it was probably the most successful movie at that time. And it released right before COVID, so yeah, like Sonic 1, I think it not only like brought back older fans like myself, but also like brought in new fans as well. And I think after the success of Sonic 1, Sega realized that they need to step up their game with the Sonic brand, and I feel like that's exactly what they did. And I do remember in 2020, they marketed that year as the year of Sonic, which I have no idea why they did, because besides Sonic Movie 1, we literally did not get anything else that year. Except for like wallpapers. I'm not kidding, like all we got were wallpapers. I remember everybody being so pissed off about it. I was pissed off about it, like, are you kidding me? Like, you market it as the year of Sonic and all you give us is wallpapers. And I think the other most interesting thing to happen that year is Sonic Colors Ultimate being leaked. Which I remember finding that out, I was like, no way! Because, as you know, Sonic Colors is my favorite game in the series, and, you know, if the leak came true, then that'd be awesome for me, and it did. Because, in, like, May of 2021, the first Sonic Central was published, and Sonic Colors Ultimate was announced, and, I'll get to that in a second, and I'm pretty sure Sonic Frontiers was also teased, because I do remember watching that like Sonic Central, and like Twitter was in a frenzy because everybody was talking about the teaser and like what the heck it meant, because all it showed was like a CGI cutscene of Sonic running, and we wouldn't really get news about like Sonic Frontiers. Oh yeah, the next time we would get news is at the like Game Awards in 2021. We got the Sonic Movie 2 trailer, and then we got another teaser of Sonic Frontiers that like literally made no sense. But then we got more info on Sonic Frontiers in 2022, and that's when the game released. But going back to Colors Ultimate, I remember a lot of people complaining because of like the cel shaded graphics. And I mean, I get it. I wasn't really a fan of the graphics either. I think it was a step down compared to the original. You know, I was just thinking, if you're gonna make a remaster of an older game, you're gonna want the graphics to be better than the older game, so... But regardless, I was just excited for, like, Colors to have a remaster because, like I said, it's, like, my favorite game. And, you know, it'd be cool to, like, play it on Switch. Like, I could literally play it anywhere. Like, I wouldn't have to play it on a TV. In, like, my home, I wouldn't have to play it on the Wii or Wii U. Like, that was pretty cool. And I mean, regardless of what you think about the game, Colors Ultimate is still Colors. It's Colors with some glitches, and, well, we did get a new wisp out of it. We got Tails tokens, we got the Metal Sonic Rival Rush, which was, pretty cool. We got, like, multiple soundtracks. We got remixes of the stages, even though I don't feel like Colors really needed, like, a separate soundtrack, because, like, the original was fine on its own, and some of the remixes just aren't as good as the original. So whenever I play, I just play with, like, the original soundtrack. But, like, I get what they were going for. They probably wanted to do like something akin to like Sonic CD. But yeah, Sonic Colors Ultimate came out to like mixed reception. Again, I like it because it's colors, you know? I know a like mod of that game actually came out on PC. Sonic Colors Ultimate. Is it Rainbow Remix? Yeah, I think so. It looks so amazing. Like, no offense to Sega, but like these fans, they make some pretty amazing mods of like their games that are just like a million times better. PO6 being an example. I've yet to play that, but I hear very good things about it. So yeah, yeah. So 2021, we got Colors Ultimate, we got the Sonic Movie 2 trailer, and another teaser of Frontiers. And then 2022 comes out. Oh, I forgot. 2021. Yeah, it was 30-year anniversary. We also got the Sonic Symphony for the first time. That was so freaking cool. I've been wanting a symphony for like ever, and like seeing that on the YouTube channel was freaking amazing, and I'm so glad they actually made that into a real tour. And I got to see it for myself like this year, and it was amazing. So anyways, yeah. Now we're in 2022. 2022 was also a big year because we got Sonic Origins and Sonic Frontiers. I feel like Origins was a pretty big deal because like it had all the classic games. It was the first time we could actually play like Sonic 3 Knuckles in like widescreen. And yeah, like I got Origins. I remember like playing all the games when it like came out. It was fun. And then eventually we got Origins Plus last year. And then we got a bunch of like news and coverage of Sonic Frontiers. The road to that was pretty rocky. We got like some IGN footage. People were not impressed. But I mean, it's IGN, so like, what do you expect? And then we got like trailers of like the Titan bosses and the music being by Kellen Quinn. That was pretty awesome. We found out that 1OK Rock was doing one of the vocal themes, Vandalized. We also got a trailer to that. Frontiers got mini promotions. It got like an actual TV commercial that like aired, which is insane because I remember seeing it when I was at work and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually seeing a Sonic commercial at work. It was like insane to me. The game came out. I actually pre-ordered it. I got like the $70 version with like the freaking art book and like the soundtrack. I wouldn't say it was worth the $70, but you know, I got it. I really enjoyed it. The reception was overwhelmingly positive. People were like raving how like Sonic was back. It was obvious that like Sega was really proud of this game, and you know, in their like advertising, they would mention other like gaming companies like reviews of it and how like Sonic was back, like it was the best Sonic game since like Mania, yada yada yada. And yeah, Frontiers was like this new welcome kind of like gameplay style, you know? It was awesome. Oh, Sonic Prime, yeah, that was also announced in 2021, and we got that in like December of 2022. That was also extremely hyped. I do remember the hype around Prime, and I think Season 1 was well received. I remember like, so like the night before, yeah, I remember like Wednesday night, so, oh god, I have like a very specific memory about Sonic Prime. So it was back when I was meeting like my ex for the very first time, and so we were kind of just like taking a nap before, Prime was actually out. And like I guess a few minutes before 2, I was like, babe, wake up, Prime is out. So we get on my computer, we watch Prime. It's like 2 a.m. and he has to leave in the morning to go back home, and I also have to leave to get back home too, because we were meeting in the first time in like a different state. Yeah. So yeah, we watched that, and I remember just like seeing Rusty Rose for the first time. I was like, what did they do to my girl? Like, I was so pissed. And even though we were like really fucking sleep deprived, it was still cool. And then I think I watched the rest of the season when I got back home, and I finished it in like a couple days, and I really liked it. Yeah, so and Sonic movie too, that's right, we got like four like major Sonic things happening that year. Sonic movie 2, that came out April of that year. And oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Like, I went there like a day before like the actual release, and I went with a friend at the time. We dressed up, we brought like Sonic plushies, we brought our copies of like Sonic 2 and Sonic and Knuckles, and we had a great time. It was a great experience, and I can't wait to have, an experience when I see Sonic Movie 3, even though I have no idea who I'm gonna see it with. I guess we'll see. Yeah. But 2022, I think that's when, like, the series and brand peaked, and where more people were, like, talking about it. And that momentum continued into 2023, where we got 2 more seasons of Prime, we got Origins Plus, we got Sonic Superstars, we got Sonic Movie 3 trailer come out in 2022 or last year? I can't remember. Like 2023 was last year, and honestly a lot of it was like kind of a blur to me, but yeah, the momentum. Oh, we also got Final Horizon, because I do remember like they did announce like DLC for Frontiers. They announced like Sonic birthday events, and Final Horizon was like this huge thing because they announced that they were going to do another story mode, and that's exactly what they did with new playable characters. That was a huge thing because we hadn't had playable characters since, oh my god, 06? Like, that long ago. So we finally got to play as Tails, Knuckles, Amy. I don't know if Boom counts. Technically we did get to play as those characters in the game, but like, mainline? Since 06. And it was so cool. And I recently just finished Final Horizon, and it took me a year to like finish it, but it was worth it. And I remember when that came out, people were like talking about how hard it was, and honestly I was having a lot of trouble with it too. I was like, why did they make the game even more difficult? Because I found the original Frontiers to be like somewhat easy, and so going into Final Horizon, it was like a huge difficulty spike, and I was getting to the point where I just wanted to like complete it on easy, and so that's what I did. So the next time I get to it, I think I'm gonna try to do it on hard mode. But we got vocal versions. We got a new vocal version of I'm Here. We got a new vocal version of I'm With You. And I actually got to record my own version of that last year. So that was pretty cool. 2023 was also an amazing year for the Blooper. I cannot speak. Okay, then we get into 2024, and yeah. So, oh wait, Sonic 3 movie 3 get announced this year? I can't remember, y'all. So basically, the movie's coming out later this year. We finally got a trailer. We finally got a trailer after like, oh my god, months of waiting. The wait time from like the teaser to the trailer was freaking insane. Like, I believe the trailer came out like either 1 month or 2 months ago. I can't even remember. I'm trying to think what else. Sonic and Shadow Generations, yeah, that was announced. And we're getting a lot more content from that, and it looks freaking amazing. I remember when it was announced, I was like, they're really doing a DLC of Sonic Generations and calling it Sonado Generations? I was like, okay, alright. So I didn't know what to think until I saw the first trailer and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. And so that's coming out next month and I'm super hyped. We basically got a DC Comics collab announced. Keanu Reeves is voicing Shadow. That was leaked, finally confirmed by the trailer. And they marketed this year as the Year of Shadow, and it is the Year of Shadow indeed. And it's not over yet, and I'm so freaking excited. Oh my god. Like, the year isn't even over yet, and we still got like so much more content to come. Like, the game, the animation, all the like collectible stuff coming with it. Movie 3, it's gonna be insane. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So, I think I've pretty much covered everything that has happened in the series during the last decade. I can't believe I remember all that, but I do. That's so crazy to me. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh god, I don't know how to end this video, but I think basically what I'm getting at is like the series has like evolved so much, and we're living in a time where like Sonic is more popular than ever, and it's actually cool to like Sonic. Like, you know, we're not like a laughing stock anymore. And like, I feel like Sonic is literally for all ages now. Like, anybody, regardless of any age, can like the series, you know? Because it's so appealing to like so many demographics. And this year, I think they're trying to appeal to the 2000 fans because, I mean, they've been wanting like 2000 crumbs for like forever, and they finally give it with like Shadow and like Maria and Gerald and Gun and like Kingdom Valley, all that stuff, you know? And we're getting it. Like, it's truly a revival of like the 2000 stories, and like it's a welcome addition. And yeah, it's really cool. Like, 2000 fans are eating right now. And like, it's about time after like all the nostalgia pandering in like the 2010s. It's just, oh, it's a welcome addition. So I have a feeling we may get a sequel to Frontiers next year, and we'll probably get another remaster. And people are either thinking it's gonna be a Heroes or an Unleashed remaster. I feel like Heroes is more likely, but Unleashed would be so freaking cool. And then I think they'll probably announce Sonic Movie 4, and that will release in 2026. So those are just my predictions for next year, but let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think of like Sonic currently? How do you feel about like the direction the series is going? I think they're going in a fantastic direction, and I'm happy to see it because like it's about freaking time, you know? I'm really glad they like saw the success of the first Sonic movie, and then they like, I feel like the marketing strategy just shifted and like they had a clear plan in mind, because like Sonic marketing hasn't always been consistent, but I think they really knew what they were doing, and they knew what fans wanted, even though, you know, you can't really satisfy the fan base when like the fans all want different things, but I think they just figured out how to like appeal to like us. But yeah, I've been yapping for 30 minutes, my throat fucking hurts, and I'm going to sign off. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye gamers!